Nothing handy.
Happy New Year to the big show. We're back.
We're back.
Oh, what's it been, like 2 weeks?
Oh, it's been forever.
Oh man, it seems.
I mean, it's,
well, we done one since last year.
Yeah, that's right. It's been that long.
Wow. Then we started. How did we start off the new year? The first big show in the new year. What do we do?
What do we do?
We delay it an hour.
Well, because you had important things to do.
I'm still recovering from the pretty rough time. Us New Year's Eve party goers, you know that. Well, I wouldn't know how that is.
Yeah, I don't know how that is either. I went to bed at 8:30 because there was no internet.
I spent a lot of time in front of the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. Enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Watch movies. Watch the ball drop.
I was going to say, well, yeah. And then on New Year's Day, was there anything?
New Year's Day, anything happened on New Year's Day?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Was there any ball games or anything?
Well, there was one.
One?
Just one.
Just one?
Only one worth watching.
Oh, okay. All right.
I noticed one thing. Now, we've got a good friend out there. I wasn't going to go with you. I know it's hard to believe. That's my side of the story.
Okay, that's right. One good friend.
Yeah, that good friend may not, return that feeling, but nonetheless, we've got a volunteer, and actually they were on the big show. I think maybe they're not coming anymore because of the travel and all that and help. Right. But he and his wife Bob and Carol Peel, from Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
From Pennsylvania are big. I mean, huge Penn State fans.
Oh.
Yes, they are. And I was just, looking forward to the game. Kentucky it's unusual for them to have a great football season, but they had it this year. We're just on cloud nine over that.
Yeah.
And just excited. So we're happy about that. But one thing that I was dreading was if by chance. And I shouldn't have dreaded it. I should have had more confidence.
Yeah, you should have.
If Penn State have beaten my Kentucky Wildcats, did not happen.
Woo-hoo!
And I'm sure I would have had some kind of notification from Mr. Bob Peel.
Yes.
And ribbing me pretty good.
Yes.
But it's been very quiet so far in the new year.
Yeah, imagine that.
So I don't know if Bob and Carol watch the big show. If they ain't, boy, they're missing out just all around. But if you are, we love you, Bob and Carol. We miss you.
Yes.
But go Cats. Woo! Woo!
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I got.
Oh.
Ain't nothing else. I guess you joined us today.
Well.
No, we got more than that.
A couple things at least.
Nothing else is as important as that.
Well, that's true.
That's
we got to get priority.
Really big.
Right.
Boy. Oh, wait a minute. Already. Hey, Mike Feely. Happy New Year, Mike Feely. Good to see you out there. Boy, we miss you. And you been around and
he's been all over the place watching.
Yeah, he's all Oh.
They keep running him out of town wherever he goes, and he has to go on to the next one.
You can't stay in any town without me.
Well, he gets that trombone out and starts playing, and then.
Oh yeah, I saw he was on at his mother's. Down in
out on the
Georgia,
on the mountainside,
playing the music. Yeah. Then I noticed. I didn't want to say anything, but I noticed a interesting coincidence there. They started having all these little earthquakes.
Oh.
East Tennessee and Georgia.
Somebody else is telling us Happy New Year.
A little bit. Who we got there? Oh, we got Christian Bach. Hey, Christian. Or Christine, I'm sorry, not Christian. Christine, how you doing? And, Mike Feely grinning. Always got that
Grinning and trombone.
Blue in the background says hello.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year from Blue.
Yeah.
From Blue to you. See.
He was having trouble sitting up earlier. He had a rough weekend, apparently, or rough New Year's.
Yeah.
Don't start that.
Yeah. I got security called 2 or 3 different times.
Yes.
So listen, you got to come up here and talk to Blue.
That was rough for security to call too because phones were out.
Yeah. Your internet. See, we've gone to this voice over IP, this internet connection on everything for the phones and all that. The internet went out on, was it New Year's Eve?
Yeah, like at 3:00.
Yeah, we had a lot of wind and everything.
Yeah, and it flashed and then
boom! Surprisingly, shockingly, the phones went out.
Yeah,
and the internet and everything. Well, here at the settlement, the main system locked up, and then I didn't come back to work till Wednesday.
Well, there was no way to let you know.
And nobody could tell me. I thought everything was good. I had internet
down there knocking on your door.
Yeah. And so we're back in business.
Yeah.
So if you tried to get a hold of us, essentially the past 2 weeks we've probably been pretty hard to reach and maybe reply to emails. We apologize for that, but we warned you.
Yep, we warned you over and over.
So be patient with us. We're trying to catch up on all that.
Forgot the phones.
We didn't. Well, at least that
looks like we're busy.
I see, there's
going
somebody else right now saying, "Oh, they're on the big show. They're in the office. I'll call them."
Yeah.
I'm not going to answer right now.
No.
Jessica had to run out.
Yeah.
She's away from her desk. So if that's you calling, she'll call back. All right, Doug Frazier. Boy, Doug is a regular. Doug, you count on Doug. If nobody else gets on the big show,
That's right.
Doug and Mike Feely pretty much
Got us covered.
Got them covered.
Yep.
There's one or two others I'm expecting them to pop up, but they're probably 1 o'clock people.
Yeah.
They might be watching on.
Yeah, they might be napping now.
And then they missed it. Then catch us later.
Yeah. Did you post something? I didn't even look to see.
I did.
Oh.
Yeah.
David just left hanging.
I posted something around.
Left hanging.
Hey, we'll be there too. We've been delayed. Uh-oh. Robin. Hey, Robin's another one getting pretty ready.
Hey, Robin.
Good to see you all, Robin. Good to see you too. So, as we said, things kind of now getting back into the normal schedule again, and things are starting to ramp up. We're hoping to get a lot of notifications and contacts from work teams and folks.
Yep. Had some come in the mail today. One for White Oak and here.
Excellent. Yeah, White Oak. Don't forget us. If you're interested in White Oak or Freight, either one, we got plenty of room. We can still put you
Check us out on the website.
Go to
the
the
forums
website.
Are there.
HendersonSettlement.com. You can find all that good information. If you haven't been there for a while, the website is kind of new set up and hopefully easier to navigate, especially finding work camp projects and work camp
and forms and stuff.
We feel like that the vast majority of folks who are visiting the website are work camp related in one fashion or another. So that's kind of one reason we kind of tilted it to that direction, so it'll help people find those things a bit more.
And we've added our guest accommodations, so people can stay if they just want to stay as they're traveling through. You don't have to come on a work camp team. Just come visit us and spend the night. Get to love the place the way we do.
Absolutely.
And that sort of stuff. I mean, it's a little dreary now with no leaves on the trees and the grass,
Hey, there's Gene Vogel.
More mud than
here. Yeah, Gene. Yeah, Gene's another one. It's always there. From Door, Michigan. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Gene, good to have you on there.
But so we've had people come just spend the weekend. We've even had the odd occasional people driving up through here stop in and ask if they could spend the night somewhere nearby, and we're like, like right here.
Yeah.
And then we tell them the price, and they're like, "Are you sure?"
Yeah. Nice.
It's
And then after they in there, and they say, "Hey," they call back and say, "Man, that was nice.
Yeah.
Can we book in?"
That one guy, Paige, didn't even want his change back.
Yeah.
He was like, "Yeah, no, that was well worth it."
Nice. Yeah. That's so. Yeah, you folks help make that possible.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So we're getting ready. It's the 1st of January, and things are kicking around. So we talked about work teams. We got a number of individual volunteers. Things start that slow ramp.
Got some new volunteers coming this year.
Got a few folks coming in. Matt Weemeyer, I think he's
been coming along.
He's coming in around the 12th or 13th, so he'll be in on campus
and our
here.
First group is mid-February.
Yeah, around the 18th or so.
Yeah.
And so that'll be going on, and then we've got a lady that's coming in next week. I think just coming in Sunday. That's never been here before, since she was a young girl. She came on a mission team, and so she's coming to volunteer. So it's great to have her.
Wow, very good.
On there. Hey, there's Ronnie Bowers. Hey, Ronnie. Ronnie was at the youth.
Oh yeah,
retreat thing. The leaders.
We got to come up because it wasn't really youth retreat, but
no,
we don't know what else to call it.
Work camp. Henderson Settlement Informational Retreat.
Something,
that's a mouthful. We need
to get to know us or something.
Come up with an acronym for that. So, Happy New Year, Ronnie. Came by Christmas Day. Yeah, I bet you did. Yeah. He got family up in here. Yeah. Cool. Hopefully y'all can get a work team come up and visit us. If not, then just bring some folks up and visit us again. Get more of those people.
There were some people that rented some of the facilities so that they could all gather in one place.
Yeah.
Because no one's one home was
big enough to handle all of it. And that's we're happy as long as we've got that space available and can manage that.
Dining hall and the gym. They took over the gym that one day, and I thought the thrift store was open because I mean it was all parked up. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, that was good. I didn't realize they were doing that, and I saw some pictures from that family on Facebook. And I thought
we had a fundraiser, I think, one time.
Yeah, I had a basketball for a family that person in the community was ill and
trying to raise some money. And there was a lot of cars for that coming and going.
Some folks in that community started that up and had a little basketball tournament to raise some funds.
So I mean, we're pretty much game for anything you want to try to do here.
We're not gamey.
No, it's the first of the year. We've cleaned up we're fresh for the first of the year.
New Year's mask, man. This time of year it don't wear off till about March.
Right.
May not need another one. We might not look as fresh next week when you see us.
Oh yeah,
Hopefully
when are
it's-
those haircutting people come? I'm looking forward to that.
Gotta be sometime.
It's going to be a while.
Yeah,
It's not till like May, I think.
We'll get you a hat.
Well,
How's things going in the greenhouse?
oh my gosh. Next week I'll turn the heat on in greenhouse number 1.
Ooh,
I've got the germination room.
turning up the heat.
I'm turning up the heat. I tested it today to make sure it would run, and
Yeah.
it ran just fine.
Well,
The
I think
germination room is bursting at the seams with hanging baskets that I've started already.
Wow.
And I've got plants coming in next week that'll go in hanging baskets, so I've got to have some place to hang them.
Cool.
And they prefer, and it hasn't been really cold.
No, that's what I was going to say. You know, going into next week, it's going to be like into the 60s, early part of the week.
Yeah, and that's what I'll have the thermostat set at is
Yeah.
60.
So
and
that
then-
helps a lot.
Anytime the sun's out, like a couple days ago, it came out for like 5 minutes or whatever. It was like 70 degrees in there.
It's nice.
You know, I was looking for my tank top and shorts
Yeah.
to be working in
Then you
there.
walk outside and you say,
Oh yeah, no, never mind. Brr.
no,
But yes, but I've got geraniums that are up. They're getting their second leaves, and yeah, I mean,
you're ahead of the game.
oh well, yeah, because last year I was barely ready. I mean, I was like just ready,
Yeah.
and I was sweating that when we opened the greenhouses. So this year moved everything back a little bit. So, and there were things, you know, you learn as you go, or you kind of forget, and then later on, like the geraniums, I start them early this year. Last year I forgot to pinch them back so they'd be bushy.
Yeah.
So they were like these trees growing up, you know, with the leaves on them.
Yeah.
And blah.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm going to start them early this year. We got
Yeah.
time to pinch them back
Yeah, that's
and
good.
make them look
Yeah.
better. Just all kinds of stuff. And this year we're having our perennial is an echinacea, and it's bright green and pink. The flowers are.
Yeah.
It's very striking.
Wow.
So that'll be the
Striking.
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 Ooh. And it grows, it's taller, and it comes back every year. So it's something that's different and interesting.
Cool.
We've got flowering strawberries I'm going to put in hanging baskets. They actually flower a red flower rather than the white that most,
And they actually make strawberries.
and then they make strawberries. Yeah. And then I grow the little companion plant in there too that grows up tall.
Oh, now wait a minute.
Oh yeah, we got friendly plants.
Boy, what kind of greenhouse we running up?
Oh well, you have to come see.
But it sounds like we might not need to be ordering any more plants.
Yeah,
they're
they're
reproducing.
having their own fun there. Well, that's part of the whole thing.
We might have to put like a PG label on.
Well, that's why I got to lock the germination room door.
Yeah, that's right. You gotta have an escort going.
Propagation, you know.
Man, it's going to be a different new year.
It is. Already is.
Wow.
Very exciting.
What's
So
up with that? Hey, Faith from Florida. We're glad that you say us hello. We say hello right back at you, and we look forward to seeing y'all in November as well.
So all kinds of excitement. And just to put it out there, because I had it on the wish list.
Oh.
And I couldn't wish any longer.
Not the Santa list.
No, not the Santa wish list. This was the settlement wish list. And some people were going to try to help me and this sort of stuff. But John Deere put out.
Old Man Deere's boy, John.
Oh, yep. Old Man
I've
Deere's
heard
John. Boy, John. They had a special in November.
Yeah.
And I could not pass it up. So I went and purchased a John Deere tractor.
You did.
I did. But once I'm done making payments, I'll probably turn it over to the settlement. But right now,
listen, don't turn it over.
well,
Don't mess it up.
no, and that's the only problem I have is when you're sitting up high like that and you're at all on an angle, you feel like you're really at an
So
angle.
as I drive by, and you'll kind of,
I'm glad it has a seatbelt.
we
That's
might
all I
wanna
gotta
check
say.
on you.
But it has a front end loader, a belly mower, and a rototiller.
Yeah.
So we should be able to use that to work up our garden. I mean, it's not huge.
No.
It's a 1025R.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Did I hear you say it's got a belly mower?
Yes, in case you need your belly
I
mowed.
was say I might need to stay away from that. I don't want.
Shave some of that off.
you will.
No, well, I mean, it's under the belly of the tractor. It's not one out front, and it's not
it's just like a normal mower.
right.
I mean,
But under a tractor, it's
right.
it's a little different
Right.
than like your lawnmower.
Right. Yeah.
I
But
mean,
it's-
lawnmower,
but
it
it's
is there,
yeah.
and it's not a bush hog
I got you.
on the back. Because you could get one for the front too, which I thought was very
Mhm.
weird. But you know,
Yeah.
they got all kinds of attachments.
Today you've learned about the John Deere mower.
Oh yeah, big
capacities.
promotion here.
What more can you ask for?
In the mower deck, to get that on and off,
Yeah.
you put the whole thing down.
Yeah.
And before you do that,
Is that one of them you just drive up on?
yes,
How about that?
you do a couple things before you do that. Then you get on it, make sure it's in 4-wheel drive, so it drives
Yeah.
up over it. and
It
that's
just
it.
latches in.
And then when you go to do the reverse, you go back, drive back over it, and it latches back on, and
Nice.
you're good.
Big things happen.
Oh yeah, and the front end loader is the same way too. The bucket, you can just take the bucket off and leave the arms on, but if you take the arms and everything off, you
That's going to be difficult to drive.
you flip these two things up, and as you back up,
Drive it with your foot.
it drops down.
I can see Mike Feely doing that.
Yeah, with the trombone.
Yeah.
It drops down this arm that it rests on, so it just stays right there. And then push back up a little bit, undo all your hydraulics and stuff, and you're good. To get it back on it, you just drive back up to it, and it latches right back on. You don't have to be getting off and twisting that and turning this and playing with whatever. I mean, it's amazing.
I feel like we've become some kind of info commercial.
We have.
Average.
Well, but if somebody,
in other words, you're excited.
I am, because it's really does a lot of work for me. It helps me a lot. I got to get used to the incline thing.
It really is.
And we're looking into Grow Appalachia again this year.
Yes, that is something we're pretty excited about.
So pray for that for us, that we
Community
find
folks.
somebody that will take that position and whatever. And
from where if you're in the community and you're watching this and you're wondering about that, and you think, oh man, I tried that or I heard about that. It's a little bit. They've revamped it quite a bit, so it's somewhat different than what it was. So
it was paperwork heavy before.
Yeah,
and
it's not so much now.
No,
and so that I think, and that really benefited a lot of folks in the community.
It did, even at that.
Yeah, and so a lot of folks were really disappointed when we discontinued that. So that's something we're looking at.
Possibly.
Pretty certain that's going to happen. It's not.
The big thing is finding the person to run it.
That's the key.
Because that's not me.
Being able to staff that. No,
but they might have to work with me. Okay. So that's what's really messing things up. Yeah. There's no hazard pay.
I bet you'll tell them about the tractor.
Well, yeah, because I was going to let them use the tractor if they're tractor worthy.
Oh. You got to have a lot of training for that.
They come up and they start mentioning other brand names of tractors, and I'm going to tell them, you just stay away from.
Yes. If you're not John Deere, you're out of here.
Yeah,
that just happened. You are out of.
You are. Yeah. I'm calling him my new staff member.
JD, just gonna call him JD.
Yeah.
JD's up at the greenhouse.
We hired John Deere for the greenhouse, but
boy,
nice.
Well, excellent. So that's going on, and for you community folks and folks out there, we are going to begin some beef sales as far as processed beef, and we've got some of that. We had a beef butchered, and that's going to be selling here. And we hope we've got a new system we're going to be setting up in the thrift store, and that could be taken off tomorrow actually. But we've got the beef prices and costs entered into that, so that watch for that. We'll post it on our Facebook
once we're ready to.
You'll be able to.
Boy, that's some good
sell
stuff.
that. Yeah, we got there's a limited amount of it, but we're going to sell that to the community, and folks can purchase that up to like 25 pounds per family. You can purchase up to that much, I think.
Because we're pricing it lower than.
Because it is going to be priced lower than what you would buy at a local grocery store or something like that. So there's 1 pound rolls of beef, and there's some sirloin in there.
Yeah.
Cube steak and ribeye and T-bone. I mean, there's not a whole lot of that.
I've gotten the burger before, and that's that's so lean and
so
good.
That's something we're hoping to have more of. Maybe do that 2-3 times a year, and
depending on how it sells. I mean, if it sells right out,
if we're able to move that, and I would anticipate we would. So a family can purchase up to 25 pounds, and then after 3 weeks, then you won't be able to buy anything more than 25 pounds. But after 3 weeks that we've had the sales, if all that isn't gone, then you can just buy
start it again. Yep.
So
that way it makes it so
gives everybody an opportunity, so 1 or 2 folks don't run in and just buy all.
Clear it all out.
For example,
right?
So that works.
Yeah, because
so
I might
we're
do
excited
that.
about that. So watch for that. Yeah, that's good stuff. It's beef that we've raised here on campus, and I won't say facilities. Don't want to be raising.
Yeah, don't want to be raising.
No.
Housekeeping would not appreciate that.
There goes the ball. Off, boy. That's not going to work. Blue, calm down back there. I can see you. Look at there. He got that look in his eye. He's thinking, boy, I can't wait to get some of that.
Yeah. He's looking for steak.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. He mentioned he wants steak right up front.
He got that steak look about him.
He does.
Look at that.
He's got that fixed, ready for it.
Blue,
waiting patiently.
Blue, he gets, man, he's got it. He's got it all together.
He does.
He does. So what things happening? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's see what else. I was thinking we had something else. Well, we was just gonna say donations.
Donations. Yes.
Yeah. Don't just
the new year and
New Year. Start sending it.
Yeah, January, February, and March have traditionally always been difficult months.
Yes.
And because it's after the holiday season,
Right.
it's the end of the year.
Everybody gives at Christmas, and then they forget.
You're beyond getting your tax credits
Right.
for that type of donation, and so people are less likely to support at that time of the year.
Right.
It's really a struggle.
Yeah.
It really is that we try to just squeeze by as best we can. And
Yeah, and we're asking if you're going to send in a donation, make it for the general fund, so that, or just unrestricted, and then that way that runs the settlement.
it does.
I mean, we've got to pay our electric bill like everybody else. We've got to pay the water bill. We've got to pay, what else?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
all kinds of utilities and
maintenance and
staff
stuff. Yeah.
and upkeep. It's not, this stuff just doesn't appear, and facilities
Right.
aren't nice and
Right.
taken care of and stuff just because it just has to be taken care of. I mean,
Yeah.
it's common sense. Folks know that out there.
Right. It's just
And,
like running your house.
It is, and
We need that money
So-
coming in all the time, and we, hate to hit you with the money thing all the time, but
we just want
if we don't remind you, but check us out on the website. There's other ways to help too. And, you can go in there
well, if you
and,
don't tell folks, it's easy to make the assumption, well, everything's okay.
right.
And it's not bad. I mean, it's not like
No.
we're,
So,
about ready to sink the ship or something, but
No.
it's just typically this time of year is a difficult
right.
income wise time of the year. And so
And,
it really benefits you. Sometimes that brings you into layoffs or cutbacks.
and we
that
try
kind of-
to
and we
keep
want to
from
avoid
that.
we've had a good history in the past 8 to 10 years that,
just the seasonal help is gone.
yeah,
pretty
right,
much
which
at
is,
this time.
which is typical
Yeah.
and kind of planned.
Right.
But the other cutbacks as far as staffing and programming haven't been
And,
as necessary. But sometimes that's it's been really borderline.
yeah.
So
Well, and we're at the bare minimum. I don't know that there's any extra.
it's
We don't have people just standing around that don't have something to do.
So it's if you've got that out there, if you're considering making a donation, or if you're at a church and that's something they do, and they're discussing that, certainly that would be helpful. And the general donation helps us maintain everything. It does no good to well, I shouldn't say it like that. If you're sending money to support a particular program specific, that's wonderful. We appreciate that, and that's a good thing. However,
If the settlement ain't here,
that's not helpful to have money sent for my
because we
house,
can't
for
use
example, if we're not able to staff people
Right.
to have my house open.
Right.
So it's those kind of things, and just and that goes all around. So that benefits all, helps pay the bills, helps pay staffing, helps get items for those programs that we need. So that's kind of where we're at. However, if you are out there and you say, listen, I understand that and I appreciate that, but we have already decided we want to send this specifically for something, and that's your only option, call us.
Yeah.
Talk to us. We can work with that. We can make it work. We're just letting folks know that general donation to the overall ministry is much more needed, I guess is the best way to put it, than
Because if any of the ministries come up
specification.
short, it would come out of there anyways.
It would.
So, but if it's for a specific ministry, it can't be used for anything but that ministry. It can't pay someone's wages. It can't keep.
If you send us $1,000 to buy marshmallows with,
That's all we can do is buy
that's all
marshmallows.
that's going to happen. We're going to have a lot of puffy faced people walking around.
Yeah.
Marshmallows stuffed in their jaws.
No,
Boy, that's going to be rough.
that's a pretty look.
Yeah, it is. Blue, look at Blue. I think Blue's already been
Blue's
into it.
already been in the marshmallows.
Blue, cut it out, Blue.
I wondered where that
Cut
bag
it
went.
Yeah. Blue's pretty round up today.
Yeah, he is.
He's happy to see the new year
Yeah.
kick off. He missed us for the last 2 weeks.
He has.
He missed
He's
you
been
folks.
pretty lonely
He's
sitting
out
here
there.
in the dark,
Hey, boy, I tell you what. That's just
especially
one
when
of
the internet wasn't working.
You're at phone ringing. I bet that's a phone call.
I bet you it is. Somebody wanting to donate money.
I would answer it, but I'm afraid
It could be something else.
could be somebody wanting me. You know.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
wanting to know if we're going to come work on their house.
Yeah.
We're going.
Well,
Hey, yeah.
applications,
Speaking of that, when's the target date to get that list out?
The target date for the list, we're always shooting at the end of February. Typically, it's the 1st of March.
Right.
We try to get that out, the community list, and then
And
as soon
it's
as
amended
possible
after that. I mean,
yeah, we change things happen and stuff like that. But Harry, the projects guy, is
That's
out,
what he-
out visiting homes.
and he's had some good weather to do it in.
Yeah, and so he's hopefully getting. Of course, he's been off for a few weeks too.
Yep.
At the end of the year, so
Got to use
he's
that
out-
vacation time or
yeah.
lose it.
yeah, and so he's out doing some of that, and then pretty soon I'll be going to White Oak and doing some of those home visits and getting that stuff set up. But the Frakes list and hopefully that White Oak list will come out the 1st of March, and then the campus list, we try to get that out as soon after as possible, so you can begin watching for that.
Yeah.
So that's going on. Community folks, still put in an application. We'll take it.
Yeah.
And not sure they had to make it on this year's list, but you just never know.
Yeah.
So
Better to have it in than.
Yeah. And if it don't make it on this year's list, if you put it in now, that gets considered for next year.
Yeah.
So it's in there. So
Do the best we can to get everyone in there.
absolutely.
Try to get a lot of stuff done.
Man.
Well, for not having anything to talk about, we sure got a lot to talk about.
Well, I'd say what
when-
are we on? About 26 minutes. And
Yeah, I
I'd
think
say
we need to be done.
What 16 minutes of that was talking about a tractor.
Oh, well, might have been implants.
We might want to say this is an infomercial.
Yeah.
When she post this on Facebook or YouTube or something.
Yeah, maybe I have to start my own channel.
Dear. Folks, we appreciate you. We got some things in our pockets. We're planning for this upcoming year,
Yeah.
and as the weather gets better and some things going on, we're thinking about trying a few different things and maybe
Little changes here and there.
yeah, and going out into the community a little bit. I'm thinking about maybe we might go out to White Oak.
Yep.
And do one from out White Oak. Folks maybe hear us mention White Oak, but have never been here or something. They go, oh, what is that? What's that about? Maybe go out there, and that's one we don't have an internet.
I was going to
connection,
say, we'll
but
have to
we can do the
tape it.
video and do some of those. Maybe we go in the community and do some things, visit some work teams and
Right.
that type of thing, and we'll video that, and then we'll come back here and actually do the big show, start it and lead into that, and then post that right behind it.
Right.
If we can figure out a way to integrate that into that,
Right.
then you can kind of see it from there. So some different things kind of get you to see a lot more about what's going on around here.
Right.
So you folks, again, you help make this possible. And,
Yeah, we
and
appreciate all of
we
you.
love you for it. And man, we are just blessed so many times over.
Oh, so
And
many times.
You just you make a difference. We want you to know that. And we look forward to being with you the rest of the year. And hopefully you'll be here with us at some point during this year. But if not, you keep visiting us.
Come
We're going to
visit
try to
us
stay
anytime.
at 1 o'clock on Thursdays.
Thursdays,
That's
yep.
the plan. 1 o'clock on Thursdays. So we'll see you back here next week. And God bless you. And you have a wonderful, wonderful, big blue Wildcat beating Penn State week between now and next Thursday. God bless. See you then.